happen. I'm there, can't I see? I'm on the move, so, oh, my nose is frozen. Try and keep a bit of heat by snib. I'm on the move. The snow was bad up in the plateau, up at the summit, and obviously I don't have a tent. I'm on the mat with my sleep system, and the snow rapidly got to about 8 to 10 inches, and when it gets to that, it's up the side of the bag, and then it's not long before it's up and over the bags, at which point, even with Gore-Tex outer, it's no longer breathable, so the moisture you generate inside actually becomes damp. And with down bags and even synthetic down, you end up soaking the down. And the crocs are waiting for me. And what happens is your bag collapses. And just like a down jacket, when it's wet it's useless, but when it's dry it's incredible. Basically, your bag collapses and it no longer keeps you warm, and then you've got real problems. And that's what happens when the snow comes over your bag. So instead of letting that happen, you're basically get up and move. So I got my warm kit on, whipped my sleeping kit off, put on my damp underwear, my damp Under Armour, like my merino base layer and stuff. It's a little bit damp from sweat earlier tonight, but it rapidly warms up as soon as you're on the move again. I run a wet and dry routine. I've always done it, and it keeps you going. So it's fluctuating. It's -9 earlier. Took a wee screenshot of that. It's about -7 where I am just now. So it's fluctuating. It just depends where you are in the mountain. Now, just to my east just now is the Larrig Gru. It's not far away, and it's like pretty a sheer drop, so obviously I'm staying, you know, a good 50 metres back from the edge. And I'm on a bearing. I've got the compass here, and I'm just on a bearing. So basically, yeah, now when the fog comes in, you can't see nothing, so you have to trust that bearing. You're not going to outsmart a compass in any weather. You're just not going to do it. Just try to keep my face warm, guys. So yeah, you've got to follow that bearing. You've got to stay on it. And I can't see the comments. It's, let me see, is there a bit of V Thomas, listen, cold shower's a great start, man. Get in it. It's well worth mentioning. Hopefully someone else will take you up on that and follow your lead. I'm going to go in the river in the morning, or into one of the lochs around here in the morning. So I'm just trying to keep my circulation going. My hands go really quickly, I've got my pockets open here. So yeah, follow the bear and stay safe. Visibility just now is between 30 and 50 metres. And I've got a head torch on, obviously. New batteries. I've got a spare head torch in my right hand pocket. It's always in my right hand pocket. My compass is always in the right. In my left I've got little boiled sweets and a couple of bits and bobs. I've got a knife in case I need to just cut my pack off should I get injured or whatever. And everything's always in the same pocket. Successful adventuring, especially in the dark and in the snow and in the mountains, is all about preparation. It's just about knowing where your kit is so that you can do it second nature. And even if I get a little bit disorientated, borderline hypothermic, I know that there's something there, and I know because it's in my brain. You know, I've done it for years and I've done it the same way. Everything's always in the same pocket. I know what's in the top hood, I know what's in the left pouch, I know what's in the hip pouch. I know where everything is. I can do it with my eyes shut, I can do it in the dark, I can do it if I lose my head torch. You know, should anything happen, you know where the next thing is. And if you ever have to take a knife out your pocket and cut the backpack off yourself, you know, you're probably in a pretty sticky situation there. But needs must. So I'm in a little mild spot here. It's literally like a summer's day here. -6, 7 there around. Strangely, I looked in a little app, Aberdeen weather station. It's -1 or -3 in Aberdeen. But up here in the plateau, you know, you're 4,000 feet above sea level. So, yeah, it's usually 6 or 7 degrees further down than that. Anyway, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's a great night for it. The moon is just right there, but it's poking through now and again, and there's a little breeze coming now and again, pushing the fog and this really, really fine snowy vapour. The snow's that vapoury stuff, just powdery. So it's a good night for it. Any night's a good night for this. This is great fun. Whew. I can't even see the comments. Right there. Yeah. So if anybody fancies a bash at this, a little night nav. Whew. Yeah, it's a fresh one. But I'll tell you a wee story, right? You've got the Amphir Leoth Mor. Know what that is? That's the big grey man of Ben McDoo. It's a ghost. They reckon Ben McDoo's haunted and the grey man appears. But if he bumps into me the night, you'll see him running. Amphir Leoth Mor, the grey man of Ben McDoo. There's a really famous story. There's a really famous climber in like the 1800s, Victorian climber, who was up here and swore to blind. He was a very, very well-known, educated man, and he was followed by footsteps right behind him, but there was never anybody there. So he swore never ever to come into the Cairngorms again, and he didn't. He done a runner off the mountain at like 2, 3 in the morning. He was terrified, and this guy was highly respected, highly respected mountaineer. What probably happened is there's a thing in the mountain called spectres. You can get a spectre, and it's like basically fracturing a light. You know, you get like a light refraction, and it can generate, the light hits your back and then generates your shadow somewhere, and it looks like a spectre, like an outline, and it can grow in size. I seen one. I seen my mate getting one. I've not had a spectre, but my mate had one. I've had a partial one. It wasn't that good. He got a cracker up near South Shield Ridge, and it was a peach, and it looked like a big 10-foot yeti following us. And every time you move, it moves, obviously, but it moves a lot more pronounced. So I don't run from things like that, because I don't You know, I don't fear ghosts or anything. It doesn't bother me. So I've seen all sorts of crazy stuff out in the wild over the years, so nothing really bothers me. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I walked over a hill and there was a wolf staring at me. Just, you know, who cares? But aye, it's funny. There's some great stories in the mountains. Well, I just thought I'd catch yous up. I'm going to hoof it onto the radio tower up in Cairngorm, which, in my opinion, is probably slightly more exposed than where I was, but I don't think there'll be anywhere near as much snow. That's why I'm going there. I'm thinking ahead. I don't think the snow will be that deep up there. It blows over it a lot more, so it'll be lesser snow. I'll get the map back out. I'll get tucked down in the lee side of one of the little shelters, and I'll be there at about maybe 4:30, 5 in the morning. I'll get the oats on, get the hot water on, get the tea and the oats into me, and then I'm going to hoof it and get on the move again. So I am probably on and off, a couple of hours sleep here and there throughout the night. Good bit of walking. By the morning I'll have done maybe probably about 16, 17 kilometres. Not a great deal. I'll have done that anyway. But I'm enjoying it. It's good crack. So there we go. Okie doke. It's better with the light off, isn't it? Well, I hope yous are all good, and I'm fine. All's great here. Can't beat it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it beats watching Netflix or crap television, or I don't know. It beats sitting at night feeling anxious. There's nothing anxious up here. The air's fantastic. That's the fog coming in again, guys, so I'm going to get the move on. It's literally creeping right up on me. I can't see a single thing now. That's the big grey man coming to get me. Okie doke. Good night. Stay steady striving.